Good morning. It is almost 8:30 in the morning on Monday, the beginning of a new work week, and aren't we all just so excited for that? I have my regular breakfast, a cup of tea with a splash of milk, and a half a cup of oats with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I added way too much water, so it's a lot more runny than what I like, but I always let it sit for a little bit so that it cools down because, burning my mouth on a spoonful of porridge is not really how I want to start my day. And by the time it's cooled down to a more like edible temperature for me, it is also thickened. So it kind of works out perfectly. I do have a couple bananas, but they look like they're not quite ready yet, so it will be a banana-free breakfast today, which is okay because I have physio tomorrow, so I really should save one of the bananas for then, and then the other one, I'll just see how long I can push it into the week before I crack that one open. Hello, it is 4:20 in the afternoon and this is my dinner. It sort of wasn't what I was anticipating having today. I'm not mad about it, it just wasn't what I was anticipating having today. It is one of the salad kits. It's this one. It's like their version of everything but the bagel. And I'm having it for 2 reasons. One, when I took a look at it, even though I only just bought it and it's supposed to be good until March the 3rd, some of the lettuce was starting to look like it was kind of turning, and once it starts, because it's all in a contained bag together, it all goes fast. And then also, I don't know if you can really see it, but on my salad I have some avocado. My avocado, I kind of gave it a squeeze because in an attempt to not lose an avocado now that I'm buying them, I just sort of squeeze them every day to see what day seems like this is the eating of the avocado day, and it seemed suspiciously ready. And I wasn't willing to risk it for another day because they go so fast, kind of like the lettuce inside of the bag. So I needed something that I could put the avocado with, and I really didn't know what I wanted. I sort of wanted to do like an egg and avocado on toast, but all of my bread was in the freezer and I didn't take it out early enough for it to thaw. So I have the bread out thawing now. I used half of the avocado. Excuse me, my voice is going there. I used half of the avocado. The other half is in the fridge wrapped up, and I really hope it survives. Do they survive in the fridge overnight? I have no idea, but I guess I will find out tomorrow. So for tonight, I have the salad kit, and it comes with seasoning, a cream dressing. It's a seasoned ranch dressing, and then these little like mini bagel chip things. I didn't use all of the chips or all of the dressing, but I did use all of the seasoning. And then I topped it with 8 pieces of that tofu that I had before because I really liked it and I needed to add something proteiny-ish to the salad. I did, however, burn it a little bit this time, which is unfortunate. So I'm thinking I'll bring the leftover dressing, I'll put it in like a little side dish and bring it with, and maybe like dip the tofu in it before eating it. I'm big on dipping things into condiments versus just like covering everything. So yeah, I don't know. This is my dinner. Like I said, not planned, but not unhappy about it at all. Hey everybody, it's 2:30 in the afternoon on Tuesday. Sorry my original clip from breakfast didn't have any volume to it. I remembered far too late that I had a work meeting, so I made the oatmeal, made the tea, and then had to sit down, and I couldn't talk over top of it because I needed to be able to listen to what was being said in the meeting. So yes, my breakfast was the normal, just my oatmeal with the same toppings as usual and a cup of tea. And now, I don't normally have a snack around this time, but I have to go to physio and it's at a little bit of an odd time, so not enough time to just like get up and go and be back sort of still like hungry but not like ravenous, but not enough time in between when I finish work and when I have to leave to make something. So I've decided I'm gonna have one of these Fiber One granola bars. They're 5 points, so I may regret this later when I'm making dinner, but what are you gonna do? I'm like really hungry right now. So this and a cup of tea, and then I am out the door to physio. It's 6:40 in the evening and I'm about to sit down and have dinner. Dinner was decided because I needed to eat the other half of the avocado. I opened it yesterday to have half with dinner yesterday, and it was in the fridge wrapped up, but it was starting to show some browning, so I thought I should eat it. I don't really know like the lifespan of an avocado once it's cut, and I didn't know if it would make it another day. So I have 2 pieces of toast, and it's all kind of like layered and slightly different on each side, although not too much. So at the bottom, I have avocado on both pieces of toast. I kind of just mushed it up. And then I have one piece of turkey bacon on each piece of bread. And I've got sauteed mushrooms and baby tomatoes that I sliced in half. And then I've got an egg on each side. So both the eggs have cheese melted on them. On the left side, I drizzled some Kewpie mayo on the top. On the right side, there is Kewpie mayo, but it's kind of, see, it's like down in amongst the layers. Wasn't really sure which way I would like it best. So, you know, I swapped it. And I thought about putting some of the mushrooms and the baby tomatoes on top of one of them, sort of more for the visual than anything else, but I thought that would potentially be even messier to eat than what I anticipate this being. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be spilling things onto the plate with every bite. But I also think it's probably going to be pretty good because, I mean, egg, turkey bacon, mushroom, tomato, avocado, bread, Kewpie mayo, these are all very good things. It is 4:20 in the afternoon on Wednesday, and I think this might be a record for lateness in eating on a day. I feel like my Wednesdays are just getting later and later. I slept in, and then when I got up, I wasn't feeling great. Not sick or anything, just kind of, you know, I needed some time to wake up. So I thought I'd sit, have a cup of tea, let everything kind of get situated for the day, and then make something to eat. And then I got all caught up in this super old movie from the 80s called Running Man. It's got Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. It's on Netflix, and it's kind of ridiculous, and so yeah, got sucked in. I eventually paused it because hunger was overriding the crazy that is an 80s movie, and decided to make something. So I had a sweet potato that I bought weeks ago, and I just didn't know how to cook it, so I googled and I saw that I could air fry it. So I diced it up, put a tiny bit of oil on it, and then some salt and pepper, and put it in the air fryer for 12 minutes total at 400 degrees. I thought it would be crunchier. It's a little bit soft, but I like it. It's fine. I just don't know what I'm doing. And then I have a whole bunch of vegetables. So I tried to layer the bowl so you can actually see some of the vegetables. The corn is red because I shook on a sriracha powder onto all the vegetables when they were cooking, so it kind of changed the color of some of them. So the vegetable portion of the bowl itself, so think like midline of the bowl to the left is piled high with veggies, and then underneath the sweet potato is more veggies. So it's a very majority vegetable bowl. And then I have 2 eggs. I layered them one on top of the other, partly so you could see the other 2 things in the bowl, the veggies and the sweet potato, and partly because the egg underneath the yolk broke, so it's not pretty. And then I do have some cheese that I put on it randomly, but it's not melting, so it's fine, because really I kind of mix everything up when I start to eat anyways. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of Kewpie mayo on top of it all, most likely. I just didn't do it yet. And this is my meal. And it's a ton of food for a pretty low amount of points, because there's no points for the egg, no points for the veg, there's 2 points for the cheese, and I put the sweet potato in the Weight Watcher app, and it came up to only 4 points. So it's 6 points for this entire meal, which is insane and hopefully very good. I think it will be, though. I haven't had sweet potato in a while, and I really like it. It is 8:20 in the evening on Wednesday, and I'm about to have a snack. So my dinner, lunch, my singular meal of the day filled me up quite well. It was very good. And I was kind of thinking that I was going to eat this because it's been in my cupboard for a little while now. I'm not like craving it or anything. I just really like Mr. Big bars. And for me anyways, I don't eat a chocolate bar because I'm hungry. It doesn't do anything to satisfy in that way because it's not a meal. I just eat them because I like them. So I thought I have 17 points left to use. 17 points happens to be how many points a Mr. Big bar is, and how great is it that, you know, I can eat it and not be going into my weeklies because of just sort of how my day turned out food-wise. But then I waited long enough because I kind of worried, what if I ate it, used up all my points, and then I did get hungry later in the evening? And I did. So I have Greek yogurt, the Compliments brand Greek yogurt. You can't really tell from the image, but I have mixed in half of a tablespoon of this hot chocolate mixture, the Compliments hot chocolate. Let's see if I can get to you the nutritional information. There we go. So yeah, I put in half a tablespoon of that and then covered it with dark cherries, and it will be great. The only thing that has points is that hot chocolate mix, and because I only used half a tablespoon, I think it was like 1 point or something like that. So I've kept the Mr. Big bar pulled out with the idea that like I will eat the cherries and yogurt. I will give myself some time after eating them to like see if I'm satiated or if I'm still like hungry, because if I'm still hungry, I'll eat real food. Not that a Mr. Big bar isn't real food, it's food, but you know, something that's actually designed to like give me nutrients versus just a bunch of sugar and chocolate and yummy goodness. So yeah, evening snack, potentially both, maybe not, I'll let you know. Good morning, it is 8:30 on Thursday and I'm just making my work breakfast. I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk. I have a cup of oatmeal with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I was gonna slice up the banana to put on top, but it's still really runny and I think the banana will kind of sink. So I'm giving it a minute or two to thicken up a bit before I put the banana on, but it is right there. And I wanted to show you, I've started taking these. So some of my blood test results was I was really low on B or B12 or B complex or something. I don't know. There was a lot happening in that phone call. And so I got told to take like a supplement because I guess you can't really fix being low in like a B vitamin with food. So I took some time picking one. I picked the B complex because I couldn't remember 100% if it was just that I was low on B12 or because I thought she said take a B complex, but there was a lot happening. So I figured better to get all the Bs than just the B12. I don't know. It says it converts carbs, proteins, and fats to energy, which is not why I bought it. I bought it specifically because the doctor told me I had to. I wanted to get like a chewable, like a gummy version because I hate vitamins, but they didn't have any. They either had dissolvable pills under your tongue, which is gross, really big horse pills to swallow, which I didn't want to have to deal with, or this. It's a chewable Berry Bliss. Let me show you. I pulled one out. Looks like that. So I mean, it's big, but it's not too big. I think it's about roughly the size of a Tums, maybe, if you've ever had one of those, or at least similar to. I only had it once so far. It was yesterday. It's not horrendous. I mean, I can't taste it, so it's really just going by texture for me, and I think I cringed the entire time I was eating it just because I was expecting it to be a lot worse than it was. But yeah, it wasn't so bad. So if you need a B complex and you don't want to have to deal with the horse pills or the dissolvable things or whatever, then this might work for you. It is 4:40 in the afternoon on Thursday. I just made a really quick something to eat because I want to put together a cake, and I need time for like the heating thing to cool down so I can take it off of the counter and create space to be able to actually like make the cake. So I just wanted something fast. So buried underneath the eggs are some sauteed mushrooms mixed with half a cup of white rice. And when I was pan frying it all, I put some gochujang sauce on it, and then the 2 eggs that you see. Oh, there's cheese under there that's getting all melty and lovely. And then those are some baby tomatoes that I cut in half and put in the pan as well beside the egg and the egg. So it's really simple. I think it's gonna be like 6 points, and it's that high because of the rice. So I will be having something later, but I just really wanted to, like I said, eat something now so that this thing, sorry, I have no words today, but so that this thing can cool down so I can put it away so then I can make the cake and I'll have a late night snack. It'll be fine. It's 9:17 in the evening and I'm having some toast and 2 of those turkey sausage bite things. 2 of them is 3 points if I remember correctly. The cake I made went over well. I have 1 left. The other one was for the friend who lent me their oven. So this one is going to go to physio tomorrow. I've just got it sitting out. The glaze on it is still a little bit tacky, so I want it to sit out as much as it can, like exposed to the air before I wrap it up. But yeah, so snack. I'm hungry, but I'm also like super tired, but I have to do some stuff before I go to bed. So I'm hoping this will give me enough energy to get me through the things I have to do. But just in case, I have some caffeine, because of course I do. Good morning. It is 8:30 in the morning on Friday, and I'm about to have breakfast. If my oatmeal looks suspiciously small in quantity is because it is. I ran out of oats. So there's a 1/4 cup of oats instead of a 1/2 cup. And I did a 1/2 tablespoon of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of the powdered peanut butter. And then I have my cup of tea. I have a banana. Normally I would put the banana, like slice it and put it into the bowl with the oatmeal, but the banana to oatmeal ratio would be very off this morning if I did that. So I'm just going to eat it as a separate singular entity. And I'm anticipating at some point I'm going to need a snack. It is 1:30 in the afternoon on Friday, and I'm about to have this for a snack. I don't normally snack around this time, like not while working, but I have to leave immediately when I'm finished at 2 to get to my physio appointment on time, and it is too busy at work today. I thought I would have time to take like a little break somewhere after I took breakfast to like make some toast or I don't know, something. And it totally didn't happen. I'm swamped. I have a 1/2 hour left, and like that's not enough time to get everything done before the weekend. So I'm just gonna do what I can do, but I am quite hungry because my my oatmeal was smaller than normal because I ran out of oats. And yeah, I need something to get me through the back-to-back physio appointments and then the drive home before I can get around to making dinner. So I decided to try this. I bought it for a different day, and then I ended up not needing it, so I just kind of sat on it because I wasn't going to eat it just because, but now seems sort of perfect timing for it. I've never tried one of these before, so I can't vouch for it if it's any good or not. It scans up at 3 points. Yeah, I think it was 3 points. So yeah, I mean, point wise it seems great, and I will give it a try. If it's horrendous, I'll put a little comment on the screen, but if I have put no comment, then like it's edible. I just wanted to show you really quickly what the bar looks like. The sort of reddish pink things on the top is freeze-dried raspberry pieces, not so sure. The rest of it, I don't really know what that food is, like what it's made out of. I don't know, but it's very dry. So if you do get one of these, make sure you have something to drink with it because I don't, and I'm having life regrets right now. But yeah, I mean, it's not so bad. It's not like the best thing ever out there. I think I like Cliff Bars better, but that's really more because of the texture. They tend to be sort of a soft, chewy, at least the ones that I buy, whereas this one, really dry. It's 6 o'clock and I'm about to have dinner. It ended up being sort of like a breakfast for dinner kind of a scenario, mostly driven because I have some sauteed mushrooms and cherry tomatoes in there, and I wanted to use them up. The mushrooms were kind of maybe had a day left, but I knew I wouldn't be eating them tomorrow, and the cherry tomatoes were kind of in the same boat, so I thought something that involves me sauteing those, and it just kind of turned into adding some turkey bacon, eggs, and toast. It's 10:43 and I'm having a snack. I still have 8 points left for the day, and the first thing I'm doing tomorrow morning when I get up is a workout, so I figure I should probably eat something. And I'm like hungry, but not. I don't know. So I decided I have this bag of sweet plantain chips. I have no idea if I'll like it or not. I bought it kind of on a whim, so I may only eat one and then be done with it, but hopefully not. They were 5 points if I remember correctly, so I thought they would be more actually. Nutritional information. Yeah, so I'm gonna have this, and I did double check that the points that it scanned in at when I did the barcode is the entire bag and not like half a bag, like how we sometimes get tricked, And then I have some decaf tea brewing. It's not ready yet, and my water bottle because I'm not getting enough water, and I'm wondering if some of my headache might be from that today. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna chug a whole bunch of water. It's 6:20 in the evening on Saturday, and I'm in the process of building my rice bowl for dinner. So I wanted to show you before I covered it in the tofu. I've got 1/2 cup of rice mixed in with 2 different bags of frozen veggies. So it was my mission to finally finish the green and yellow beans that I had frozen, and I have done it. The bag is finished. It's been in there forever. And then I just sort of wanted really like old school vegetables, I guess. So it's one of those bags where it's corn, peas, diced up carrot, and I think like shorter green beans, just all in like a really simple mix. So I pan fried those. to get them to stop being frozen, clearly. And then I put a half a cup of rice into the frying pan with them, got it all mixed up, and then I put on some of this sauce. It's gochujang sauce. I know I'm not using it on the dish that it says that it's for, but I don't think it really matters. There's your nutritional information. I like it. It's good. I mean, like, I like all versions of gochujang sauce that I've ever had, so it's fine. But yeah, so I got all of that mixed up. I had already cooked the tofu, but then I just used one pan. So once I got this into the bowl, I just tossed the cubed tofu back into the pan just to kind of warm it back up again. It's already cooked. So I'll warm that up for another minute or so, and then I will put it on the bowl, but then you will lose sight of all of the vegetables. So you're seeing it in pieces right now. Oh, and I have mixed in with the rice and the veggies some melted cheese, because of course I do. So here is the final product. I heated up the tofu, or heated it back up, put it on top, and then I just drizzled a bit of the gochujang sauce on top of the tofu since I don't have any seasoning or flavor on it otherwise. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm also gonna have a cup of tea, and that will be dinner. So it's technically after midnight, which makes it officially Sunday, but I have not gone to sleep yet. So to me, it is still Saturday, and this is my Saturday night snack. Having it super late because I was on the phone with my mom, and you know, things happen. So I decided I have 4 points left, so I'm gonna have 4 of the party ring cookies that I have from England. They are 1 point per cookie. I picked all of the ones with the white frosting with the pink detail this time. I don't know why, I just decided to eat them in color coordination. And then I have a cup of decaf tea that I just need to add a little bit of milk to. So this will use up all of my points for the day, and then tomorrow I reset because it is weigh-in day. So it's about 2:40 on Sunday, and I'm about to sit down to eat. I know it's really late in the day, but that's kind of normal for me on a Sunday. I like to sleep in ridiculously late and just have a super slow start to the day, and food isn't the top of my priority list. So I kind of get around to it when I get around to it. I did, however, burn everything today, so yay for that, I suppose. I used a different frying pan than normal, and it seems like this one heats up way faster than the one that I usually use, and as a result, like when I went to go turn the turkey bacon, the underside that normally in the other frying pan would have just been like not even fully cooked yet was like burned. So yeah, I mean, it made my food a lot faster, but I need to figure out how to compensate for that. So I have 2 pieces of turkey bacon burned, and then this piece of toast. So that is the hole that I cut out of the big piece of toast. And then there's an egg that's like cracked inside the hole. You can't see it because of the cheese, but you can kind of see if I lift it up, see how there's an egg in there. So it's egg in the hole. And I covered it with cheese because I burned the bread. And I thought it might make it a bit more palatable if there's some cheese there to disguise the burning. So yeah, I might pull out some ketchup maybe for the turkey bacon. I usually really enjoy the turkey bacon on its own, but not when it's burned. So I haven't decided yet on that. But yeah, this is my first meal of the day. Egg in the hole with 2 pieces of turkey bacon on the side and a little bit of cheese. It's 7:20 on Sunday, and I'm about to have dinner. So I cooked up one of the Angus beef patties, and then I put cheese on it. I know I eat a lot of cheese. I should probably work on that. I started putting the cheese on when it was still in the pan to try to get it pretty melty. It's not as melty as I expected, but I'm sure it will still be great. And then I have a bunch of frozen veggies that I cooked up. So underneath the broccoli, it's a mix of veggies that are like roast vegetables. So there's, I think, eggplant, zucchini, onions, peppers, things like that. I always anticipate them coming out less mushy, so I'm doing something wrong, I think. And then I added some broccoli on top because I'm adding broccoli to all my vegetables to try to increase my iron, but not add too much broccoli that I increase my potassium. It's a nice little balancing line there. So yeah, this is gonna be my dinner. I still have quite a few points left for the day. I think I have something like 11 or something left. So I will definitely be having a snack at some point. It is 9:40 at night, so a little bit late to be having a snack, but I had so many points left over. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted, except a combination of like a salty and a sweet. Yeah, so I was gonna do popcorn and then a couple squares of chocolate from a chocolate bar I have in the fridge, but decided no. I have no real reason why. I just decided against that chocolate bar. and I decided to have one of the Fiber One brownies instead. So I rescanned these. When I scanned them originally, they came up to 5 points for one of these like little itty bitty tiny bars. And I kind of went on a little bit of a rant, I think, about like how that's a ridiculous amount of points for something so small. But I was stuck with them because I had bought them. And then I posted on Connect, Weight Watchers Connect, it's like a version of Facebook, about that. And people were like, really? Yours came up as 5, mine are 4. And somebody else was like, the box I bought from the States is 2. So I don't know. So what's going on? But I rescanned them, and this time they came up as 4. I don't understand. But yeah, so I'm having a 4-point brownie and an absolutely massive bowl of popcorn, because it's always an absolutely massive bowl when this particular box of popcorn packages is finally finished. I'm going to see if I can find some that get sold in like more of like an individual portion once popped, versus clearly an amount that's meant for like 4 people to be sharing, because it is a ridiculous amount of popcorn to be eating, even though it's low enough in points that I always fit it in and it's fine. It's just a little bit crazy, right? Am I the only one that thinks it's crazy to be eating this much popcorn? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe everybody else is just like, bring on the popcorn. It just, to me, it seems like a lot. But yeah, so chocolate for sweet, popcorn for salty. Oh, and I have a cup of decaf tea that is steeping right now, and this will be my snack. I'm gonna have, I think, 3 points left over for the day, and that is all right because I don't track the milk in my tea. And I ended up putting, with the burger that I had for dinner, I put a bit of ketchup and a bit of Calorie Wise Miracle Whip to like dip it as I cut it. So that is going to eat up those remaining 3 points.